Hi Michael, my name is Matt Justice. I have a consultation scheduled with you for Tuesday. I'm very excited about it. Want to make a quick video though and just give you a tour of my office real quick. I just wanted to add some visual context to the questions that I'm going to ask you. The main questions that I'm going to ask are meters, EMF mitigation, and then like actual long-term health effects, because I'm a professional blogger and a YouTuber, so I'm around this equipment all the time for more than 10 hours a day, and that's not going to go away. So I wanted to get your take on, factual long-term health effects, because I've read a bunch of crazy stuff on YouTube, and some of it seems a little woo-woo, maybe some of it's not. But so this is my workstation. I have a standing sitting desk. I'm sure you can see all the computer equipment. I regularly use trip monitors. There's usually a laptop within 24 inches or so without shielding. And so I'm going to want your recommendation on meters and stuff to test this and figure out how to lower the EMFs overall. Of course, I've got power supplies and stuff in the cubby over there. I've got two routers over here, which I'll move the camera and edit this so it's shorter and doesn't take up too much of your time. If it does take extra time for you to review this, I'm happy to pay you for it. I just want you to see all the equipment and then also take the camera outside and show you the two smart meters. That's my major concern. And I've also measured the distance, and I'll give you the exact figures and stuff like that. So let's jump into the Wi-Fi routers. So in this cubby here, I have two routers. I have the actual wireless router that I use, the Asus. There's also a router modem combo supplied by the ISP. Usually, I wanted to include this because most of the time I have the Wi-Fi disabled, but I've learned that every time they do an update, if I don't check it after a while, this is enabled, so I've got crazy amounts of Wi-Fi signals in the room that probably shouldn't be here. I'm sure you'll probably have a recommendation to get rid of that. I don't know if it's possible because it's part of an Echo system. They call it something Echo, where there's another module that it communicates with in another part of the building to add internet to other places. But just wanted you to be aware of what I have. The router, I usually unplug it at night, but I did that for about a month and I didn't really notice a difference. So I'm not really sure if I need to take measurements or what needs to happen there. Next, I have printers and stuff like that, but these are usually always unplugged if they're not in use. And now I'll take you outside. So this is what I'm really concerned about. There's two smart meters here. I don't know if you need to see exactly what type they are or anything like that. They should be identical. But my major concern with these is that my office is on the second floor up there, so the desk is about there, and I've measured the distance from the actual smart meter to where I sit, and it's between 8 and 9 feet. It's less than 10 feet. So where we were earlier in the video, where the routers are, is right here behind this wall. So I'm concerned about obviously being so close to two of them, and then what meters I need to test this stuff, and what mitigation techniques that you would recommend, because I am in here for a long time throughout the day and it's very close. This isn't the last office I'm going to have either, so I don't know if I should just rent stuff for now or buy meters, or if I can get away with one of those tri-mode. I saw your review on YouTube about how the accuracy of the tri-mode one, it's like $150 by Cornet, I believe, is not great, or it's great if you want to just detect stuff, but it's not great for getting an accurate reading. So those are the main things that I want to do. And then of course, my main question is, being a blogger, using this equipment or being around this stuff isn't going to go away. So what should my major concern, or what should I address first, or what's most critical in this particular situation? Or just because I have a little bit of a concern about long-term effects of being around this equipment. Just to give a little bit of history, the reason that this came to light is I was having some fatigue and health problems, allergies, sinus, really bad for the last 2 years. Finally figured out that I had metal in my mouth, got that stuff removed, went to a functional medicine doctor, and she said that I might be a little bit more conductive than the average person because I've had amalgam fillings for about 20 years. So we don't know for sure. I did a hair test and stuff, but there's another week or two until we get that stuff back. But I figured this was probably a good idea anyway, just because this is my profession. So I hope that gives a pretty good overview of what I'm dealing with here and the questions that I'm going to ask. The only other thing that I didn't mention is that there are buildings on either side of this location. They're pretty close, within 20 feet or so. So I don't know, I'm probably going to be interested in, at what point is it diminishing returns when it comes to reducing EMF load from, I'd imagine every other building on this street has the same smart meters installed. So, I don't know if where the diminishing returns are as far as putting a cage on mine or something like that. But I would imagine that being so close to them and two of them is probably not good, especially for the amount of hours that I'm in here. So thank you for taking the time to check this out, and I look forward to our consultation on Tuesday. Thanks so much.